Remember to play your Steam games, kids.
Or don't. See if I care.
The library.
I ain't playing all of my Steam games. So to talk about the way levels flow, obviously, I think you've figured out, you and Chad both figured out by this point, you got to get rid of all the blocks in order to move on to the next stage. There's a bunch of color-coded ones. There's also ice blocks. And ice blocks you cannot get rid of until you get rid of all the other block types.
Indeed. You will also notice that you have a life bar for your mojo on the low life. Clearing out ice blocks will refill some of your mojo, but if you run a mojo, well, it's a no-go.
No mojo, no go. Gotcha. Oh, and
Exactly.
if you fall, then...
Then, you lose mojo.
This is the worst Beautiful Joe bootleg I've heard. Instead of Henshin a go-go baby, it's Mojo no go-go baby.
And yeah, the first few stages also had the border all around the stage. You couldn't really drop out. They're slowly tearing that apart here for, you were taking the training wheels off.
Oh,
yeah, we can see Chilling Willow falling off the edge here.
Also, I do want to apologize to those over on YouTube. For some reason, YouTube wasn't quite as friendly as Twitch is when trying to get the stream back up. But it should be up there now. Thank you for being here. I don't know. The quirks of YouTube are a little bit different. But yeah, I see Chilling Willow clearing out the ice blocks here. Yeah, and there we go. Stage 7 down. Blade Twin Swords is a little bit in the lead here.
Yeah.
BTS, I know, has been around the Mystery Tournament block, and as was said earlier, this is a very Mystery Tournament coded game, so it's not too much of a surprise to me that BTS is pulling ahead a bit here.
Yeah, biggest thing that you want to do with a game like this is figure out how to get consistent with the way that you're controlling the game. And also, I suppose, remembering where the blocks are that you need to clear. Since there are different locations that they're dealing with in Stage 8, if you have to leave one of the locations to work on the other one, remembering which blocks you have left behind, very important.
Yeah, and you'll... In the stage design up to this point, you'll notice that you've had to like change which color you are to get rid of blocks. Later stages, those orbs to change your color act more as a hazard than a power-up.
Yeah.
Because they're just right in the way of things, so you have to kite around them.
I fully expect them to be trolly in some of the later stages that we see. Again, like dudes with attitude, the paint buckets being in the way, like, oh, I need to clear this blue thing, and I'm blue, but there's a green paint bucket in the way. How do I get around that? And it becomes a little bit of a puzzle deal at that point.
Your greatest tool becomes your greatest Achilles heel.
Yeah. Okay, just glass blocks left for Chilling Willow. Blade. Meanwhile, on Stage 9, we've got tiny bridges.
Tiny bridges for specific colors.
Yeah, this was this one of the ones that we struggled with a bit? I can't say. So, because I remember there was a stage in World 1 where it's like, you have a main part of the stage, but then there's like a side path that there's also blocks for, and that might be
not this
might
one.
Be later on. It's later on. Okay.
Yeah. You do need to be careful when you set the pyramids, but the other one after that, a lot worse.
Yeah, this is a good example of a stage where the orbs that change your color act more as a hazard in some cases, but it's at least in a situation here where you wouldn't lose too much time off of it.
Yeah.
But it will still be annoying and will train you for things to come.
Yeah, I can definitely see how they are a bit in the way. With that said, still required to grab, you just don't want to grab them too quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, Stage 9, just a preview of things to come. Now, I've never played this game, but I know these games. I know games like this.
You know spherical games.
Yeah, they're round,
Mm.
often ball-shaped.
In
Yeah.
3D formats.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes they're 2D balls. You know, we call those circles.
Yeah, so in this stage, BTS is finding one of the other mechanics that they start using, which is keys. You have to get I forget if the keys are on the map or if it's like you automatically get a key when you clear out all of a specific color. I think it's
No.
the key.
First,
Correct me if I'm wrong, Polk, but I believe it's the key is in a in this case like a yellow block. So once you clear out all the yellow blocks, you can get the key after that.
no, you simply have to be the correct color matching the key.
Okay,
If
it's
you don't
just
match the
correct.
key, you-
It's just correct color.
Yeah.
Okay. I couldn't remember if it was that or you had to clear out all the blocks of the corresponding color.
It's just a little hard to see what kind of color that key can be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I'm colorblind. Like things here, I can mostly tell because I'm not like ultra colorblind. But yeah, the keys I would have a really hard time telling which color is which I don't know is necessarily enough to stop me from playing this.
Right.
It depends on how much contrast is. So unfortunately, I don't think this is the age where they start excluding colorblind modes for the games.
Not at all.
Yeah, the blocks all look pretty alike. They don't have distinguishing features for if you're colorblind, unfortunately. It's just all they all just look like D6s where all the sides are a 1. This is the easiest Snake Eyes I'm gonna ever roll in my life.
Oh yeah.
Compared to the game you made us play last time, eh?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. I don't know.
Which one? You gotta be more
Panels.
specific here.
Uh-huh. Bring up those panels for this day. This is the one with a side path.
Oh yeah. So yesterday we had our season finale for Retro Book Club, celebrating 6 years of the show. And every year for that we do a Kusogrande style gauntlet with a pack of 10 games from the past year. And one of the games I put in there was a game called Mega Panel, which is a sliding block puzzle game where you have to match up like 3 blocks of the same color. But for some reason they included a sepia mode, so everything is monochrome.
Oh
And
no.
Yeah.
all the blocks do have distinguishing features for what it's worth. But it's one of those things where I looked at it and went, why did you put this in here?
Yeah, like, I mean, at the same time, I kind of get the entertainment of being like, okay, people, like, this is a color-based game. What if you don't have colors? How long is it going to take you to finish? Sure, it might be better for, like, QA purposes, but also just, like, somebody's going to try this out. Let's see if they can torture themselves, you know? I'm not completely opposed. Like, as long as that's not the default for any of the levels that require color, unless you have a level that, like, is supposed to be like, did you pay attention to the different shapes that are in the game and how they correspond to each other? Because that could be interesting. Oh, we're on World 2 for Blade Twin Swords.
BTS has made it to World 2, and the music just kind of reminds me of Zuma for some reason.
Is that
Have you ever played Zuma?
the PopCap game?
Yes.
Okay, the PopCap game where you're trying to match balls.
You're a frog trying to match balls. Yeah.
It's another ball game. Who knew? There's so many balls
More
on
balls.
Kusogrande.
All games are so easy.
Not another place.
Oh, Kami, it's like if there's an orb involved, you're here.
I have a sixth sense for it now.
Ta!
There was there was a joke going on in the ref room while we were getting because we got all of our information for refs pretty quickly, but somebody joked about in the ref room, is that why you transitioned to have 3D orbs? And I just said I plead the fifth.
Oh no.
Nah. You're working on them, you know?
By the
Look,
way,
I'm almost a year in.
yeah, congratulations. Yeah, hopefully everything's been going well for you.
Speaking of refs, we should probably talk about the refs on this match, huh, bro?
Yeah, as it turns out, actually, first off, what I was going to say, thank you, Ice Fevrier, for resubscribing a little while ago. Yeah, you were late at that point, but then I had to take the stream down, so thank you so much. The referees for this match, as it turns out, we've got Blastinus ponders the cube shattering orb. We also have Dobby much prefers pyramids. Okay, that's a choice. Hart Griffin played enough Big Fish games to think this is good. Huh. Redford has a vast knowledge of orbs and cubes. Yeah, it's good to have those various shapes there. I see our fifth ref was changing it. There we go. Not Electa has lost their mojo. No, we can help you get it back.
Oh
We gotta
Not
get
the mojo.
Yeah, we gotta get Cool Shadow on it. You know, Maui Mallard, he can help you.
So I think BTS is learning about those spinny things on the ground, which I forget if they suck you in or they knock you away. But they
They
do.
stuck you right in the black hole they are.
No!
And the sign that it's a Poet Kitsune game, there's a big suck involved.
By the way, if you're liking this music, it was done by www.freeplaymusic.com. I mean, there's sometimes
that
that
just
you
means
just
it's-
gotta, like, sure, use public domain music, it's fine.
Royalty-free music.
Yeah, I mean, come on, the king doesn't own art. We do. Use the royalty-free music.
For the people. Please recycle your royalty-free music.
Yeah, other wonderful tunes on that, like Clear, Tank Battle, Bunny Rabbit. Oh no. What if I...
Only
No,
the greatest
I-
of the hits.
yeah,
There'll be a
they're
soundtrack
great
releasing soon.
songs. Full marks. 7th Avenue South. Ooh, Jazz at 11. Those are great hits. I don't think I can... No, I could probably play them. Yeah, what other great tunes do they have? I'm going to play this Annoying Kid one just to see what other stuff this website has. Okay, so here we go. This is Bunny Rabbit. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's doo-wop. It's apparently
Doo-wop.
funny and quirky. Okay. This is supposed to be royalty-free. Yeah. Pulls out his hair with his buttering
can't
toes.
wait
I
for
don't
us
like
to-
that. I don't like
I
that.
can't wait for us to find you with a copyright strike for the music later on YouTube and find out that YouTube's white.
If I get a copyright strike for playing royalty-free music, I'm gonna crap myself, okay? Because over 50,000 songs free for YouTube and more. There you go.
Well, sounds like on now. Good night, everybody.
Yeah, Brad Ross, if you sue me, I'm gonna kick your... No, I'm not. I'm just gonna complain.
You turned that around pretty quickly. You turned this ship around.
Yeah.
Not writing checks here about can't cash in.
Yeah, we'll see how long this stream keeps running on YouTube, and then... You know, Kusogrande is shut down because of a Bunny Rabbit song. Imagine
That
what
would be the
shuts
most
us down.
Kusogrande
Yeah.
way for it to be shut down, in all honesty.
Honestly, yeah.
Right. Them buns with their evil power.
So we've got everybody in the world too now. I don't know if anybody is saying bad words in the match chat, but
Not yet. I've been keeping
everybody's
an
in
eye.
focus mode. I mean, this is the kind of game where, because there isn't too much in the way of failure conditions, you might feel like any seconds that you waste could be very valuable seconds because it may end up being, in the end, a pretty close race as it stands.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously some of the stage design is butts as the players are learning, but still.
No infusers.
And also, the
earned.
next thing about those little dark hole that suck you in is that if you go stand on them, they will suck out your mojo.
No, not
yeah.
my mojo. I need that, I think.
Do you need your mojo sucked?
No, no, probably not.
You must keep the mojo in the arms.
But just in case, please don't take my mojo, anybody. I'm going to request that. By the way, the lore of the mojo. Mojo is the omnipresent force that sparks life into all living things. However, a chaotic force has disrupted the mojo across the universe, splitting it into thousands of pieces and trapping it in blocks of ice. To prevent the blocks from rejoining, they have been locked away into puzzles created out of mojo itself. It is your mission to find and absorb all of the imprisoned mojo, returning the universe to peace and balance. You control a ball of life that is fully charged with mojo each time it enters a new world. The mojo in your ball is critical to survival. As time passes, the mojo infused into your ball decays, but each time you absorb a mojo block, your ball recharges slightly. Each set of stages into... Okay, blah, blah, blah. I don't care. That story sucks. Okay, so mojo sparks life into all living things. There you go. That's all you really need to know.
Was that?
By the way, there's
Oh,
apparently a
science
stage editor, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, you can make your own stages.
Yeah.
You can make your
There-
own
there's also a
mojo
4-player
infused
mode.
levels. 4-player? Is it
Yes.
split screen? It better be.
I
Oh,
think
that's
it's
a good
golf
question,
mode.
Golf mode?
Yeah,
Ooh.
I think so.
Okay. Hey,
So,
if it's not golf,
welcome
I'm
to
not hearing it.
Swap at Home. Running around at the speed of sound.
I like that they have to list every block in the stage editor and what the block does. Red block places a red mojo block. Green block places a green mojo block. Blue block places a blue mojo block. Yellow block places a yellow mojo block. Ice block
I was
places
kinda
a
hoping they would
frozen
give
mojo
all
block.
I was hoping they give all the blocks their own unique names, kind of like the
No.
Snoods, if you've ever played Snood.
Or all the ghosts of Pac-Man.
Yeah, similar energy to that.
All you have to do is list like the items that there are, because literally none of these need a description. None of them. Key places a key block. Guess what? Just put key block. Lock places a lock block. Just put freaking lock block. You don't need to have the descriptor. Red infuser places a red infuser. Green infuser places a green infuser. Blue infuser places a blue infuser. Okay. Death hazard places a death hazard. Attractor places an attractor. Are any of these needed? No. Drain hazard places a drain hazard. Shut up. I hate you, manual, okay? Whoever made this, like, great job. You are being thorough.
Please.
They gotta make it idiot-proof.
Please, bro, look up who made this game. I'm looking forward to that part too. Please.
Kill enemy power
Educate yourself.
places a kill enemy power up. Demagnetize power places a demagnetize power up. Turbo power place. Oh, I don't care.
Bro is ignoring you, Polk.
Seemingly.
No. This was made by Farsight Technologies, right?
There's another person behind that.
I see they made a billion pinball games. Did they make that one pinball game?
Oh,
For
I see what you
GBA.
mean now. Okay, bro, do me a favor. Go to the Wikipedia page for Mojo and click the link for developer, and you will understand.
Okay, Mojo. Developer, Farsight Technologies, clicking on it. What the crap? A politician? What? I'm taking a screenshot of this because you click on Farsight.
Surprise!
You can't make this up. Okay. No, I need to save it in the right place. Okay, here we go. I'm pulling this up. Okay, so you click on the developer's name, and this is what pops up. Where's the picture? Where's the here, and bam. This is what pops up when you click it. Jay, whoever crap this is, Obernolt, an American politician and businessman serving in the U.S. representative for California's 23rd district since 2021. Okay, good job, Jay. Yeah, games are political, everybody, but we didn't expect them to be political like this.
They don't expect a politician to be full of mojo.
This is an unusual case, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, great, except that, look, we're not gonna hate on people, but he kind of is a Republican, so take that, nerd. Like, just saying that is a burn on him, right? At least these days.
You can... No, I'm not gonna go there.
Look, we went to war today, whatever, I can make fun of them.
No, I was going... What I was gonna say before, like, wait, no, that's probably not the best thing to say, was you made Mojo. You made a bad game, of course you're Republican. And then I stopped for a second, like, no.
That might be bad taste.
Yeah, I had to think about that for more than 2 seconds. I apologize. That's the worst insult I could have given to anybody who is definitely trying to learn the field, because everybody makes mistakes with the games that they program.
Yeah,
it's
but
a learning
some people
process.
don't try to stop the 2020 election from being verified. However, the creator of this game... Oh, yeah, everybody. What a history. Oh, yeah, he voted against actually looking into the attempted coup.
I
was not expecting Kusogrande to get this political today, but here we are.
Here we are.
Attention.
Yeah, no, we can go ahead and burn him. Oh, yeah. Oh, he voted to try to take away same-sex marriage. Yeah. Oh, no.
Whoa. No.
Yeah. Freaking
Really?
Mojo.
For the person who made Mojo?
For the person who
Did
made
all his
Mojo.
Mojo get sucked out?
Yeah. Oh,
Well,
yeah, and he
this
voted...
this
okay.
can be the crash of the game, but here we are.
Anyways, there you go. With that said, he probably didn't actually work on this game. He was probably just like the business organizer. Mind you,
I wonder if it'll be like the. I wonder if it's gonna be like the some of the other games that you were talking about before, where it's like you can tell it's a bad game when the very first person whose name shows up in the credits is the executive.
For this one, he's listed as technical director, but for all of the later games, he was listed as president. So yes.
Okay.
But apparently he did probably actually work as a programmer, at least earlier on. So,
Okay.
yeah. But no, later he became president. I can see it very clearly listed, okay? I'm gonna crop the name of the games out.
For 2 seconds. I had to think about that sentence for 2 seconds, bro, considering all the talk of politics.
I mean, look at this part of the of the Moby Games page, okay? And with the number of times it says president next to him, he's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get around that one. Oy.
Wait, this guy made Genesis Action 52? He would.
Wait, what?
There's
What?
no way. Wait, let me go down. He made Color a Dinosaur. Oh my god. Okay. Art Alive for Genesis. Yeah.
Ooh, that's an arcade pick
God.
classic. Art Alive.
Oh. Let me tell you, this guy has given people nightmares.
Wow, we found the terror that floods in the night, people.
The people's Kuso.
Wow.
There's no way that Action 52 for Genesis was made by this guy. No, it was Farside Technologies. Yep. This freaking guy. Okay, let me just say, Action 52 for Genesis. It's there. The games are somewhat completable. I won't say that they're necessarily better, but yes, you can go ahead and blame somebody who has been trying to overthrow our democracy on making Action 52 for Genesis. Of course.
It all makes sense now.
Oh.
It all freaking makes sense.
By the way, I'm pretty sure I'm safe saying those things in our chat. And using free play music instead of making their own music. You're allowed to, by the way. You're allowed to use free assets, okay? But listing yourself in credits as the president is just amazing.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Oh, well, I mean, like, I have a lot of family who's Republican, who's, like, a lot more tolerant of things than other people. Like, you can, like, I question why they would still identify as Republican, but at the same time, Utah is weird, okay? Like, it's almost sinful to not be, I mean, it literally was, like, sinful not to be Republican at one point, so it kind of makes sense that the older generation would kind of be stuck in that because they were taught that otherwise they would be evil. Yeah. Welcome to Utah.
Yeah.
Welcome. You're not immune to propaganda.
It's a reason why I'm never, like, so quick to condemn somebody for being more Republican leading, because I've definitely seen cases where they just don't get to see other perspectives because it's the way they grew up. Heck, I'm somebody who who spent their childhood in Mississippi, and I can guarantee you, if I was still there to this day, there would probably be a lot that I would still not know that I've learned since moving out of state. Heck, I probably wouldn't have done all my self-discovery stuff over the past year or two.
Yeah.
As an example.
Yeah, I think that I fully understand people who are like, yeah, I don't need that in my life, like family that's intolerant. But with my family, usually it comes down to I'll hear the Fox talking points once, and then we get into actual discussions where we actually talk about the issues. And like, as long as I can get through like what everybody says once, then we actually get some good insights. And like, my mother is a lot more compassionate than like the first thing that comes out of her mouth. The second and third things are much, much better.
Yeah, it is a personal belief of mine that if you want to, the best thing you can do if you want to change somebody's viewpoint on something is to understand their own viewpoint first. Even if it's something you don't agree with, even if it's something you don't understand why like anybody would have that viewpoint. If you can't even begin to understand where they're coming from, you're gonna have a much harder time trying to convince them of your point of view.
Oh, I mean, I taught persuasive writing in college. Like, you're completely right there. Yeah, like, you have to figure, even if it's very illogical, you have to understand where that comes from. And usually there is at least a hint of logic, even if it's dumb logic. There's usually something there. And sometimes there are like a couple small valid points that it's like, no, I fully acknowledge that. And like, you know, acknowledging that there are some of the problems, you know, just makes them a little bit more willing to listen to you. Yeah. Hey, I'm sorry. I didn't mean for the conversation about Mojo to go this way. This is a game about balls and blocks, and what you do with your balls is really important.
Yeah, I kind of just forgot we were playing Mojo in the background here.
Suddenly, yeah.
Yeah.
And I see that BTW has reached World 3.
And yeah,
Oh,
anybody
boy,
who
it's
is
so
tired
cold.
of having those conversations, that's okay. I'm not, and I will still have them. Because I really like talking to people, and I love people. Like,
There are
genuinely.
conversations that, depending on who you are, they can definitely stress you out. So it's important to be able to acknowledge that for yourself. Just like if you need to take a break from a conversation, and this extends to I know some people who feel like they need to be plugged into all the going-ons in the world, and that's kind of something where I'm like, maybe unplug from that for a little bit and enjoy the things in your local life, because staying too plugged into stuff like that just makes you stressed out, and you probably don't want that.
Yeah, you need joy in your life, and it's completely fine. And even people who
life,
will,
which is why we have Mojo today.
Yeah, even with people who want to have those discussions, you're more than welcome to say, "Not today. I'm just not. No, not today."
I would rather not.
Yeah.
Just relax. Take a moment.
But yeah, with that said, apparently, if you want to boycott Action 52, this gives you a good reason to do so.
I mean, besides the usual, I agree. It's Action 52, people.
Oh my gosh, chat has spotted
something
a
morally
pyramid.
okay to pirate.
Mm-hmm.
What's up?
Chat spotted a pyramid. They are so excited.
Yeah, it looks like the pyramid is a teleporter.
Yeah.
Sure is. Alien technology, of course, the pyramids.
It's true.
Good kids, good friends,
This
don't
is-
let good friends play pyramids.
I haven't been too focused on the match, but I don't know if I've seen anybody use an infuser to change the color of their ball through the menu, so they may not be aware that
I've
it's there.
seen someone
which-
go into the menu and it said they didn't have any infusers. So I've seen either on accident or on purpose. I believe Chilling Willow did that once.
I believe Blade also tried it once here, said they had new fuses. They changed their ball type, but there's no power up or anything between that, so no change really. Yes, some people getting into specifics here. Remember the pyramids still have one side of the square. There's at least 1/6 cube. What would be the one with just four triangles? Isosceles?
That would be these pyramids are. Let's see, the sides would be isosceles triangles. Yeah, they're not equilateral because the angle at the top is like closer to 30 degrees.
Is it
I
a
also
cube
see
angle?
tetrahedron. That might be the term. I don't know geometry terms.
You're a tetrahedron.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. So cool. Yeah, it's a pyramid with a square butt. How about that? That's the technical term, the square butt.
Dang it. Does not compute.
Who in chat wants a square butt?
You know, mine is kind of square sometimes, especially when I'm sitting. Just
Your butt is like water. If it goes into the bowl, it turns into the form of the bowl. Perfectly natural.
I only sit. I only sit in square shape. I was thinking of the word shape. Okay.
We got square for the season,
That
everybody.
was not supposed to be a swear. No, I've already said other swears during the season. That was supposed to be me saying sitting. Yeah, if you had the character from Winnie the Pooh trying to talk about this, Shay, let me ask you where I'm sitting. Yeah.
Remember, if you accidentally swear in bro's chat, don't worry, bro accidentally swears in bro's chat.
I have spoonerisms, okay? Like, it's my
I
life.
have that problem as well. Don't worry, that's not just you.
Yeah, I don't mind. Everybody is more than welcome to make fun of it. What even is today?
The iconic Bays of Hail and Ancient Greep.
I don't know why I said Ancient Greep. I still don't know where that came from.
I feel like if it's not already in the Nightbot, not as a quote, but like as a clip that you could call up, it feels like it should be in there at this rate. Ancient Greep.
Ancient Greep.
Ancient Greep. Ay.
Oh, I think I was trying to say Greek person, and it just came out Greep.
Yes.
Yeah, please just skip a few letters on that one here, Captain. There's a feeling.
Y'all just need to catch up with how fast I'm talking, okay? Sometimes you just throw out parts of words. Just reprieve everything.
We're just gonna fill the blanks.
Yeah.
Welcome to Advanced Linguistic with Brosentia.
I could create a new butchered type of English. We can do that.
Mm-hmm.
Prime time English with Brosentia. Let it be prime rave.
I'm just gonna stop listening for a second and do a little setup.
We did it! We've gone downhill!
We're always rebelling.
Oh no. Can we go back to making fun of Republicans instead of me?
Anyway, BTS and Willow are working on World 3 about a stage apart. Miranda and Spader are both working on World 2 currently. I think Miranda's getting close to the end of World 2. Spader's struggling a little bit more.
Yep. It is quite behind. Everything's just getting sucked in. It happens, normal.
Sometimes you just get a game that doesn't mesh with you. I've said before that I'm not a big fan of like games with inconsistent physics, and this feels like a game that would fall under that.
Yeah, don't say.
Park for me, having inconsistent physics. Look, I'm trying to make my body inconsistent physics. I'm already getting enough inconsistent physics.
My teacher taught inconsistent physics. Let me tell you, I didn't get a good score in that one.
What do I? Chaos.
I just never knew what the answer was supposed to be.
Yeah, if any of the racers look back at this VOD later, I'm so sorry.
Son for what's fine.
We've gone all over the place with commentary this match.
Yeah, I mean, this is a little bit more traditional Kusogrande commentary.
I've gone on record before saying that Kusogrande is in fact my favorite podcast. And I opened up the ref chat to see if they were saying anything, and somebody said that this turned into the Bro Polk and Okami podcast with background visuals.
Yeah, essentially. What are we talking about? There are balls rolling around. Congratulations, that's the commentary. Look.
Mojo.
Oh, and yeah, if anybody is offended by anything that I've said during this stream, don't worry, so am I.
Welcome to Derailing 101.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, Blade Twin Swords is on stage 5 of weird, like, modern art world. Cool.
It feels like they just crossed over with Kirby's Dream Course.
Oh, you know what? I've never played that, but you're probably right.
Yeah, I only played Kirby's Dream Course a handful of times. It was never a game I grew up with. I didn't learn until I was talking with somebody recently because they were pawning off some of their games. But I don't own any SNES Kirby games. I have some of them through like other means, like the Dream Collection on the Wii.
You know,
but
you could pronounce it sneeze instead of SNES, and it sounds like you're sneezing. I like playing the sneeze.
Thank you for this revelation, Brosentia.
You're welcome. Just trying to give alternate pronunciations for the console. No, Blade! You explode?
No!
Oh, no!
Mojo!
No, the green.
It does seem that they've used some infusers in the last round too, so it did come in handy.
Oh no!
But unfortunately, not enough to save the mojo.
My mojo's so gone. Well, Miranda is actually doing a pretty good job of trying to catch up. Like, Blade has been on stage 5 for quite a while, chilling on stage 4. Miranda... What?
What's up?
Blade has a... Ooh. They kind of got themselves stuck in the middle of a place. I thought they'd have to restart that stage, but no. Refused it to rescue. Physics of this thing, I swear.
Remember to keep an infuser on you at all times in case of emergencies.
Yeah. Projector, infuser, it's all the
I'm
same
just
thing,
trying
right?
to think of one moment in my life where I could use an infuser in an emergency. Like, if somebody hurried and needed to disguise an odor, that would be a diffuser, though. Maybe if something is infused with a good scent.
I mean, I have to do weekly injections on myself. Would
there
that
we
be
go. Okami needs
sounds like an infuser.
Sure, Okami needs an infuser. Everybody, it's an emergency.
Bring it on.
Do I say it? Do I say it?
Do you say it?
It's a boob emergency, everybody. We need an infuser for Okami.
Oh god! Oh god, we have to be kept abreast of the situation, clearly.
I don't
think this is the
I don't
most
think that's how it works, though. Like,
I don't think this is the most unhinged we've been for commentary for a Kus9rande match, but it's getting up there.
Yeah, we've gone all the way back to 3D orbs again, so you know, as we do. It all
Everybody,
goes back to them 3D orbs.
Let me just say, I stand with our trans community, y'all rock.
Yay!
And
I enjoy reading Kazuya saying, in an emergency, your infuser can be used as a flotation device, and in this context, that can be taken in a very different way.
Or a very same way. Who knows? And just know, like, there's a reason that I hesitate, because I want you to know that it's just humor, and it is all in support, because, like, what am I trying to say? I love you all.
Say,
You
have 2 people in call with you transitioning, bro. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, I do?
Yes.
I didn't know.
Yes, you do.
Congrats.
Thank you.
So, but we're laughing along with you, so I think you're fine.
Yeah.
They gave me permission. They gave me permission. Oh, you said that before I said boob emergency. Would you like to repeat saying Jesus?
I think that might be a reference to the flotation device comment.
Oh. I mean, that would have been in response to themselves. Maybe they just realized, oh. Jesus could use a boob emergency. I mean, Mary Magdalene showed up first anyways.
Alright.
I enjoyed this timeline for the Bible, and it'll shake a lot of people's belief to their core. Just the timeline of Jesus transitioning.
Yeah.
I thought he was just really into Mary. Not the mother, but the other Mary.
The other Mary.
Imagine, could you marry somebody who had the same name as your mother? I feel like I feel like since I married a guy, that would be really weird.
No kidding. Oi. Yeah, that took a moment to register there. What? Gringo bird.
We have blue screen the Polk. Congratulations, chat.
The extension cut in an Airbus reboot.
Well, everybody, this is Kusogrande, a bad video game tournament. And honestly, I'm going to go ahead and say that out of all the games we've had in Kusogrande, this isn't the worst.
Far from it.
Yeah,
I have not lost the marbles.
I'm in the camp that this game has good qualities. It's just they get overshadowed by some of the history with this game and its developers.
I mean, now that we know that, yeah. It's led to some good conversation. Oh my gosh, there's a dodecahedron. Another shape discovered, everybody.
It does have geography.
We found some more geometry.
Yeah, geometry, everybody. New shape discovered.
Yo, new shape just dropped?
Yeah.
New shape.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think, like, I would have enjoyed playing this when it came out. I think that it's moderately, like, it is so unbranded that it probably got no recognition. But considering, you know, how it used free music, you know, I imagine this was a budget title for the PS2, and being budget, probably not a lot of people check this out. But overall, like, as a cheap game, this would have been fun.
Yeah.
Or as a rental.
I pictured this being a mobile game.
Okay. Honestly, let me just say, I can imagine that, but there are so many bad mobile games. I've never seen anything this good.
I'm imagining it's a Wii game with motion controls.
Oh god. I mean, that's wrong, but oh god.
I'm thinking like you hold the Wii remote as like a joystick. So you have it like pointing face up, and you just tilt it around to control the ball.
The same way you had to do in Mario Galaxy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god.
Yeah, like, I think grabbing this for like $5 would have been a perfect buy, you know? Especially if you're like, you know, PS3 comes out, I don't have enough money to buy that, but I want to try something new on the PS2. When did the PS3 come out? 2006? Okay, so this was before the release of the PS3. Still, like, grandmother wants to get a present for their kids that for their new video game console. They're like, oh, Mojo's a cool word. Maybe they'll like Mojo. I'd say thank you, Grandma. I liked Mojo. Yeah.
And Pop guys are all about Mojo and all that.
By the maker of Color a Dinosaur.
and Action 52.
And that's all that is knowable about the creator of this game.
Even
It's a shame they disappeared off the face of the planet after they left the games industry. Wonder what happened to them.
Yeah, well, let's never look into it.
Nobody never know.
Let's just rewrite some history there.
Yeah, it's fine, it's fine. It's the internet. It's fine.
Alright, people rewrite history all the time.
Just watch the devs watching it and then types in chat, "Stop it, guys."
Stop it, guys! I'm gonna cry.
Oh my God, you're in my feelings. Also, the size of the game when we pulled it up here was teeny tiny.
It's smaller than Girl Zone.
You know what?
Yeah.
Not every PS2 game has to be like in the realm of gigabytes. You can.
I think most are like high megabytes in range, or at least a lot of the ones that I've gotten. But this is like the low end of that. This is like the size of a PS1 game.
Not every PS2 game has to be the size of a PS2 game, okay?
I'm pretty sure all sizes of PS2 games are the size of a disc. Just about a few inches, usually.
Ah.
They're very standard.
I don't know. My discs are.
You want to finish that sentence, bro? I don't know if you want to finish that sentence.
I started laughing in the middle. Twitch might have heard that sentence. Oh. Out of all of the games to like lose it on, why does it have to be this?
You lost your
can't
mojo.
see.
I lost my mojo,
It's all
everybody.
about losing marbles.
I mean, what am I, the maid on Hook? I didn't lose my marbles.
We're working on it. We're working on it.
Was it the maid? I'm trying to remember. I don't know. That's
It wasn't the maid. It was the boy. Well, the old guy.
the boy or the old guy, aka the old guy. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, the one with the bag of marbles crawling around. I've lost my marbles. Oh, there they are.
Yeah, like whenever I hear somebody say I lost my marbles, I think of Hook. Inevitably.
Yeah.
Such a good movie that I don't think got good reviews in the time, but I loved it as a kid, and I think that it mostly holds up. Like, I still think it's pretty good.
It does. For a family movie, it sure does. Be you're old or young, there's something for everybody to catch on to that one. And Robin Williams, what a German actor.
Yeah. He kicked butt. Yeah, if you look at Metacritic,
Really?
Hook is sitting at
haven't lost my
52.
marbles.
52 for reviews, but user score 7.1. Yeah, random people liked Hook a lot more than the critics. Roger
That's
Ebert was
usually
probably
how it
like,
goes, right?
this isn't like Peter Pan at all.
There's a reason why I say don't listen to critics.
Well,
Form your own opinions.
you-
I was having
You
Go
can
on.
listen to critics, but they're not the be-all, end-all.
Yeah, I was having a talk with it in another Discord with some friends about this. That more people just need to play bad games to get an appreciation for them, and also to understand what a bad game actually is. Because anytime somebody's like the worst game ever is E.T. or Superman, I'm like, okay, thanks for telling me that you are a professional YouTube watcher. Have a nice day.
Yeah, it's like
There's way
you don't
worse
know
out
the
there.
depths. You don't know the depths of crap if that is your worst. I saw a new shape. It's an orb
Yay.
with cylinders.
New shape tech.
A cylinder
Oh,
orb.
God.
I don't know what shape that is.
It's the tube orb.
Tube orb. Taborb. That's what I'm
Taborb.
calling it now. Taborb. Everybody, we now know of the existence of Taborb.
Welcome to a whole new world where we're sent you.
Wow. Kus9rande, you're saying the worst is big rigs? No, the worst is pink
What were
jelly.
you gonna
Pink
say?
jelly. I almost said
What's
jelly boy,
worse?
but it's not jelly boy. Pink jelly. Why? Because it's
jelly?
so boring. Like, that at least is the worst platformer. It is so boring, and boring is the biggest crime. This game, I'd say it's like, this game is inoffensive. Yeah, maybe like some of the level design could use a little polish, but this is far from the worst game that I have seen. And honestly, for a ball rolling game, I've seen worse. I've certainly seen better, but it wasn't really doing anything innovative for its time. But I don't know. It's mostly inoffensive as a game.
It's a little charming on the way it does on everything here.
Yeah. With that said, that is time, everybody. Give it up for all our players. Blade, Twin Swords, Chilling Willow, Miranda Dragon, and Spader, who placed in that exact order. Blade coming in first,
Hey.
Chilling Willow in second, Miranda Dragon third, and Spader fourth. All of them making a decent amount of progress, but Blade just kind of blowing this game away. You said, though, that Blade has done a lot of Mystery Tournament before.
Yeah, BTS is no stranger to the mystery tournament scene, so, and I'm not too surprised BTS managed to take the victory in this. Although, let's be fair, Willow wasn't that far behind. Willow was on the stage prior.
Did somebody say mystery tournament whose signups are open right now?
Oh my
Get out,
gosh,
bro. Also
they
sign up for
are?
mystery tournament, but get out, bro.
They were out before you finished that. Before you even
I said
started
get out,
saying
bro. I
get
said
out.
Roar.
Fine, I'll leave. Whatever. Hello, Blade, and congratulations on taking the victory by 1 level.
Ball.
Ball?
Hey.
Ball.
Well,
Did you enjoy ball game?
Well, as a person who likes Mystery Tournament and also likes ball games, yes, this is
You're
very
obligated.
appropriate. I am required to like puzzles and ball games. Yes,
Yeah.
it was not bad. The only hard part is getting used to the inverted camera controls.
Oh, that would work perfect for me. I only managed to control well with inverted.
Yeah,
Good
so
idea. I'm gonna tell you now, BTS, if you want a good laugh, sometime after this, look
Oh,
at the
no.
developer for this game. That's all I'm saying.
Oh,
You'll have to
no.
find out the rest on your own.
would I be scared?
I recommend going
Yes.
to the Wikipedia page of the game, looking at the developer name, and then clicking on the developer name.
Oh no.
yeah.
Yeah, because
Please go
we
down the
got a
rabbit
laugh,
hole.
and then we had
Oh, oh no.
he also made Color a Dinosaur and Action 52 for Genesis. Okay.
Well, at least the Genesis version of Action 52 isn't as bad. It's just mostly puzzle games.
It's
But I can't imagine that was what you were expecting.
Yes, I was.
oh, you were expecting that.
What?
Oh my
What?
gosh. Well,
Nobody.
okay, so game mostly inoffensive except for the controls. Here's the deal. Everybody, if you make a 3D game, you have to have the option to invert or not, because for some reason my brain only works with inverted, and not inverted camera controls just destroys me. I can't do it for some reason. So like, but you cannot design a game to exclusively work the way that your brain does, because it's just, that's not how it works. You gotta have the option.
People.
Yeah, using right on the analog stick to move the camera makes it rotate to the left,
Oh wait,
and
it
down
was
rotates
also
it up.
okay. So it was horizontal inverted as well. Oh, I don't like that.
Yeah, that took me until the second world to kind of get it
Oh,
down pat.
It takes some adjustment.
okay. Yeah, I will go ahead and say that the developer really messed up with that. Yeah, and other people in chat are saying, yeah, I never got used to it. With that said, Miranda, like, you were really close to Blade. I mean, everybody made a decent amount of progress despite it. I did see during it, though, that people sometimes lined up the camera so that they wouldn't have to move it for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense.
Zooming in and out helps a lot.
Oh, for sure.
Getting an idea of what's going on.
Yeah.
The vortexes were also kind of a thing when you started World 2, wasn't it?
I don't know, were the vortexes ever an issue for you, the big sucky things?
Not too bad. The repulsors did way less than the attractors. Once I realized to use the infusers when you mess up or you want to go a little bit faster, because anytime you beat the target time, you get an infuser, and it goes up, I guess, to like red, blue, green, and yellow if you don't have one.
Indeed.
You use that to get a faster time.
Yeah.
Really, really. But you gotta get to that first one and get that infuser, which not so easy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, with that said, like, were there any other things that... Was there anything that you thought this game did particularly well?
Music's pretty sick for the title screen.
Hey, the music was on a free
The music
website.
was royalty-free.
It better be royalty-free, okay? Otherwise... Otherwise, this is the end of Kusogrande because I listened to other songs on that website during the match.
Hey, do you want Action 52 people after you?
Oh no, Action 52. I'm scared. Oh, you're a politician. Oh.
Yeah, but I think what the game also did well is it slowly introduced new concepts to you between each world.
Yeah, that's always good. Like, I think that it does show some experience with game dev that, like, it doesn't just force you into new things without telling, like, at least giving, like, tutorials, and considering that it didn't explicitly say, hey, it's a tutorial that we're doing here, it's just a nice integrated way to teach the mechanics. Yeah. Well, great. So, BTS, what are you doing these days that people should know about? Are you streaming? Or if not, do you have any other games or anything that you're participating in that people should know about?
Streaming, I don't do too much nowadays. However, I'm going to do the obligatory Join Mystery Tournament.
Yeah!
I was just on there not long ago.
Yeah.
To tournament number 20.
Today.
As you should.
Yep, everybody sign up for Mystery Tournament, especially if you've never done one. They really, really want to get new people involved, and I'm going to be playing, okay, so you could potentially face me and destroy me, because that tends to be what happens here. So,
Promises.
promises, I don't know, I'm not making a promise that you'll destroy me, just possibility.
Anything's possible in Mystery Tournament.
Oh, especially that.
It's a mystery. Ooh.
Yeah, what type of game do you generally like to get when it's a mystery game?
Puzzles.
Yeah.
Team Puzzle.
I
Puzzle Man.
generally do well when it comes to puzzle games. As much as I kind of joke about how many puzzles are in Mystery Tournament, I still kind of love them.
I think personally the pool has kind of balanced itself in the end.
Ooh.
We had like a few mystery tournaments with a lot of puzzles, and because people were submitting them, and then as we got a larger and larger game pool, it kind of balanced between action games, run and guns, platformers, puzzles, hybrids of different kinds of genres.
Good. Yeah, and like honestly, that's something as well. Like people are going to submit what they know and what they love. So the more people involved in Mystery Tournament, the wider variety of games you're going to get. So yeah, everybody join Mystery Tournament. Submit games when they have submissions open, so that you can too change the course of the tournament. Well, thank you so much. Yes, I will be joining. Okami, Polk, anything that you two want to plug before I let you two go?
On my cases, you can find me at the games. You can find me at Shuffler Cafe every Wednesday. But when I feel like I've done newer work here, usually happens Saturday late evening during the Midnight Cafe. Me and Farrell have been watching old training videos.
Oh, yeah.
That were quite odd. Have you ever heard about the Pizza Hut top and bottom cheese?
That sounds familiar, yes.
Or about Chuck E. Cheese University, where every guest leaves happy, or else.
I don't think I've heard about that, but I did go to the university that the founder of Chuck E. Cheese went to.
And also Wendy's training video here for the closing of the store was all about a murder trial of killing a clan with a 5-inch pan.
Beautiful.
That is...
Well, everybody, go to Pokes to get trained, go to Okami to get denned, and yeah, that's what I gotta say. And join Mystery Tournament.
Why am I denning people?
Well, that is... Wait, no, that's Polk. Okami just has... She clubs people. There we go.
I club people. Although we are going to be having later on in my Discord today, we're going to be having a watch party for some episodes of Game Center CX of some of the games that have been on Retro Book Club before.
I love Game Center CX.
All right, I'm going to have to kick y'all out because we got to move on to the next match. Thank you so much, and take care, friends.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Good luck to the players in the next match.
Heck yeah. Well, everybody, you like top cheese? Or do you like bottom cheese? You can like both. Crappy, what do you like? Huh? No, not even going to tell me. Fine, go get your mojo back. We'll go ahead and talk about cheese later. Say hello to our final GM of the day, Kazuya ZX. Kazuya. Yeah. It's Kazuya. Kazuya, are you here? I think this is Kazuya's game. Do you want to come and join? Oh, hello there!
Oh, hi, Kus9rande. Hi, chat. Hi, everybody.
Hey, I know that we're running a little bit late, so we can do the intro pretty quickly if you'd like.
Yeah, I originally was going to give out something else, but sadly got vetoed, so the player's going through Renegade 3, the final chapter for Commodore 64.
Uh-oh, everybody. Well, the chapter of Kusogrande is not closed yet because the players are going to have 1 hour to try to make as much progress as they can through this game, and I presume we're going to learn a lot about it over this hour. With Commodore 64 games, you tend to see a lot of the same stuff over and over and over. Whether or not that will be true is a question, though, you know. But I have a feeling that we're going to get very, very familiar with a couple screens in the game. So our players for today are Amazing Toaster, Ferris V5, Full Lizards, and Mennonite 3000, all familiar names here in Kusogrande. Yeah, it's good to see some of them back. I know that... Actually, I think all of them had made it into brackets before, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe Ferris is a winner.
I believe Ferris is a winner.
But yes, I know I know these people, everyone here has had at least some experience with Kuso, so I decided to go a little meaner this time around versus my previous round.
Yeah.
So
I'm checking with them to see if they are ready to begin the match, because I certainly am. I thought that was you making the sounds, the like gummy sounds. Okay, I'm checking right now to see if the players are ready. What would be good emotes for chat to spam when we start?
Anything dinosaurs, Egyptian, aliens, or medieval themed. Anything related to Double Dragon, because this actually game, funnily enough, has ties to Double Dragon. And yeah.
Also, I see
travel.
It's Ocean. I mean, we do have Anubis here. Like, that certainly is fitting. Just waiting for one of our players to confirm that they are ready before we begin. Also,
looks like both Nighty and Full Lizards have things on their screen they can remove as well. Oh, you're already on it.
Yep, I'm working on it. Fine, I'll fix the timer, whatever, who cares? Okay, just waiting for Nighty to confirm if they're ready. because I don't start until I get confirmation from all 4 players.
Makes sense to me.
Yeah, we are having, it looks like a little stuttering on Meta Knight's screen.
Yeah, which is weird. It looked like everything was looking fine during that last match.
Yeah.
This menu music's kind of a jam, though.
It's kind of sick, yeah.
Oh, see, actually, Kunio, any Kunio Kun emotes, like the Dodgeball and River City, those emotes work too.
Okay, well, all of the players have confirmed that they are ready, so spam your emotes. We're doing the countdown. Best of luck to all of them. Ooh, we've got Bongo. That's a good one. Good classic. Jack Anubis. Only the best here. Okay. Oh, ow, ooh, ow, ears. I'm gonna recrop in just a second. Don't worry, I'll fix it. Do. Wow.
And Photo Lizards immediately falls into the spike trap and dies.
Yeah. I mean, welcome to the game.
So this is Renegade 3, the final chapter for the Commodore 64. This is the 3rd and final game in the Renegade series, and given how bad this one is, that's not too surprising. The first thing people might notice is that your health drains constantly. Like, I don't remember the exact timing, but like you constantly lose health. So and the only way you can regain health is by murder.
Not murder.
Every time you defeat an enemy, you get like a tick of health back. So they are going to have to constantly be watching their health. And
I mean, it takes a lot to walk around. Like in prehistoric ages, it's got to take more energy than today.
Fair enough. Looks like Ferris and Toaster are on the kind of the first little arena where they have to defeat enough enemies to move on. But it looks like Ferris game overed.
Oh no! It's all good. Go rescue your girl.
Looks like Ferris's game might have crashed.
It's possible, but that's okay. Ferris is right back into it. I would say that if we have multiple crashes, that's something for us to worry about, but like that lost very little time.
Yeah, they have been warned that sometimes the game likes to crash on the high score screen. So they have been told if that happens, just reload the snapshot. You'll be good to go.
Yeah. So that is kind of built into the instructions. You're going to have crashes. This is how you get back into the game. Bam. Mm-hmm. Okay. And because of that, if crashes like only happen to one person over and over again, then we can take that into consideration. But honestly, with a game like this, it's probably going to balance out.
It seems like the crashes only seem to happen on the high score screen. At least from mine and fellow GM testing. They shouldn't lose any progress because they're not allowed to continue.
Perfect. Yeah, well, if it does happen on another screen, the refs can always tell us. By the way, yeah, the refs are here helping to keep track of this game. Since we're going to be seeing a lot of the same stuff over and over and over again, which is typical of Commodore 64, it definitely helps to know the best attempt that each player has had. So the refs for this match are Not Electa, the penultimate chapter. Ooh, second to last Not Electa. Cool. Fahrenheit is totally going to swipe some medieval armor. Well, good, you gotta get your girl. Sorry, Hazelshade, I stop you here. No, Hazelshade, continue on. Redford's health is constantly draining unless he touches a Kusoge. You know what? Kusogrande gives me life as well. And Linkura is impressed at how ugly this game is. Oh, it's only a little very ugly.
Amazing Toaster is on to stage 2.
Very nice. You can tell because this game looks like it broke. But that's just the Commodore 64.
Yeah, it's just this happens every time they load. Unfortunately, it's just kind of like you said, Commodore.
Anubis. Yeah.
Yes, there are Anubises. Their buffness is yet to be determined.
Yep. And as discussed before, the plural of Anubis is not Anubi or anything like that because Egyptian was before Latin.
Fair enough.
Yeah. At least that's my explanation, so whatever. Anubis might not even be how they pronounced it. Like, they didn't really write too many vowels in ancient Egyptian. It's a weird language.
It looks like Meta Knight just got hit by one of the quirks of the jumping in this game. You can clear a pit and it'll still kill you. You have to clear the pit by a good margin to not immediately die on the spikes.
Oh no! Amazing Toaster, game over! Sorry, man! You stop here!
You know, it might help if I actually watched your stream instead of the Twitch stream. I've just had the Twitch chat open.
Yeah, you could watch my... Like, I stream it through Discord as well so that it's easier for our GMs to watch essentially exactly what I'm seeing here.
Yeah. Tonight has found the strat. You get the club, and basically all the hit detection issues this game has go away. The club is incredibly powerful, and sometimes you keep it on death, sometimes you don't.
Dude, sometimes you keep your club when you die, but sometimes you lose your club.
Yep.
Well, okay, the lack of consistency is beautiful, but if anybody can figure out how to reliably keep a club, that would be helpful.
Looks like Amazing Toaster decided to load the snapshot again. Getting stuck on that pit. Yeah, I guess he didn't realize he just needed to go down the ladder. He could have crossed at the lower pit.
I gotta be honest, this is pretty ugly.
This is none of the versions of Renegade 3 look that good. I think the best looking one is the Amiga one, which technically was never released and has unfinished sprites.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't see it released. I see a 2019 version on Ant Stream, whatever the crap that is.
I believe it. That might be the Amiga version that was. I believe it was leaked a few years ago.
Okay.
We went with this one just because the idea that the health has constantly drains is hilarious.
Yeah, this is very possibly the best looking official release of the game. Not even kidding you. Like, let me show y'all some of the pictures of other versions, okay?
Ferris is on stage 2. Ooh, yeah, Ferris is on stage 2, though. They're doing pretty good.
Good job, Ferris. Congratulations. Get that loading screen and hurt my ears. Yeah, be prepared, everybody. The music might hurt worse than that sound in between, but I don't know. Well, here you go. Here's one version of the game. The Amstrad CPU... No, this is the ZX Spectrum version, duh.
I was like, that how this game looks Spectrum.
Yeah, it looks like you're in Egypt all the time. Oh yeah, listen to the tunes. Listen! Good job. Ow. Okay, you don't have to listen that much. But yeah, the music is done by Jonathan Dunn. Who done it? Done. And y'all know Jonathan Dunn. I mean, various Tiny Toon Adventures games, Cool World for NES. We have heard a lot of Jonathan Dunn music lately on Kusogrande for some reason. Hook on Amiga. I didn't know there was an Amiga Hook game. Okay. RoboCop 2 for NES.
Oh, you know it's good if it's if RoboCop is involved.
Yeah, I mean, RoboCop NES, RoboCop 1 is probably one of the less bad RoboCops. I might be wrong, though. I don't know. Whatever.
My first match last year was RoboCop on the Apple II, and I actually kind of liked that game.
I'm so sorry.
I might be biased slightly because I did end up winning that match, but
Yeah.
it actually kind of, like, it was simple before it wasn't. Like, this is actually kind of, like, I kind of got in the groove of it.
Okay. I mean, that's completely fine. If it ends up working for you, then fantastic. Now, one of the people who worked on the programming... Ow! Ow! Stop it! Bad game.
So that,
No, worked on the graphics for this game. Also did some of the game design for Super Hunchback, a Game Boy game where you are a hunchback. Yep. Rambo 3, I see a lot of Batman games in their various history, as well as Batman Returns for Genesis. I'm trying to remember if that one is a good or bad one.
no, I think I'm thinking the Super Nintendo one. That's like actually a pretty good beat 'em up.
I would say that the character sprite in this game is actually fine. Like, the art itself for Commodore 64 is pretty good. It's just, you know, except for Egypt. Egypt hurts. The ancient times with the dinosaurs, like, I mean, it looks all rocky and a little sketchy.
Did Ferris crash again?
I don't know. I just hurt listening to the, like, music when the game's about to start every time. How does it hurt this bad?
Commodore bleeps and bloops, I guess.
Yeah. So, you said that this is Renegade 3. I'm not sure I know Renegade 1 or 2.
So Renegade 1 is more interesting. So So in Japan, there was an arcade game, let me pull it up, called, I'm gonna butcher this pronunciation, and I apologize.
Oh, it does look like, yeah, it is a Kunio-kun game, right?
Yeah, it's one of the Kunio-kun games. When they released it stateside, they decided to completely redraw the graphics and turn it into the original Renegade, which got ported to home PCs and stuff, and those ports were actually pretty good. So then they made an exclusive sequel to Renegade called Target Renegade on the home computers, which was also pretty good, and then they made this.
Yeah, let me just say, not good. Oh, Ferris just getting eaten by a dinosaur, climbing down the cliff and dying. Yeah. So, do enemies stun you when you take damage?
Kind of. Well, based on what happened on Ferris's screen, clearly the answer is yes.
Ooh, and lava kills you, so that's bad.
Yeah.
No Steppy the lava.
And despite clearly looking like they made that jump, Ferris got killed by the lava there.
Yeah.
That was just an unfortunate spawn on the dinosaur there. They needed to go up top because you to jump over that second the gap up there, because you can jump over one wide gaps but not two wide gaps.
By the way, yeah, I'm taking a look at screenshots of Renegade, and I'm pretty sure I've seen Feasel speedrun this game long ago. Good times. The speedruns were always fun to watch. I've never actually tried playing it though. Oh my god, okay, I need to stop thinking about the music, because otherwise I'm just gonna make sounds for an hour.
I mean, yeah.
Oh no, full lizards getting a crash.
Oh.
That's okay.
Oh.
That's okay. Crashes happen, but it's really fast to get back into the game, so
yeah.
Yeah, biggest thing is hopefully they know how to load. Yep. Should be good getting back into this. Except I think they're loading from scratch instead of using the
snapshot. They might be trying to load the snapshot once they're in the game. Oh, they are loading from scratch. Ew.
There we go. Full lizards loaded up. Yeah, that's one thing to be aware of when you are in a Kusogrande race. If somebody gives you a snapshot and says, if you crash, load this, you want to make sure that you know how to load it before you get started. That's something to test out during the setup, which, to be fair, you know, the players may have been able to, you know, may have tested it or just forgot a little bit for a second. Welcome to the stress of racing in front of people. Yeah, and just to clarify, a snapshot is essentially a save state, right? Kazuya?
Yeah, snapshot is basically a save state.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Good.
I didn't even realize till I was testing it in Vice to make sure it worked with the new version of the emulator for Kus9rande that they didn't call it save state. Like, oh, it's a save state.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think. For a Commodore 64 game, okay, generally, like, the quality of games couldn't be nearly as high as NES. So, you know, you're not going to get something that necessarily flows well. This still has relatively smooth scrolling, like, the action somewhat smooth. I haven't really seen lag here, so it performs okay. It's absolutely ugly, and for a Renegade game, it's a shame that this is what happened to the franchise. But as a Commodore 64 game, is it all that bad?
I'd still argue yes. The players are actually doing pretty well with it, but the hit detection in this game is not good.
Yeah, I actually agree with you.
Like, if you don't have the club, your best bet is usually either the jump kick or the crouch punch. Those usually have the best hitboxes, but even then, they're not consistent.
Yeah, I was going to say, even with those, like, you're just dealing with a joystick with a single button, right? So how do you even do a jump attack?
So there is a screenshot with the controls. It's in the document.
Sorry, man, you stop here.
I'll post it in the GM's chat if you want to show it.
Sure.
Hold on, let me actually grab it instead of doing that.
Okay, so... Oh, dislike. How? Stop the music! Stop it! Oh. How does it hurt so much? How did they mess up the music so much? Jonathan Dunn, why have you forsaken me? So, yes, here are the controls. So, Renegade's moves corresponding to joystick when fire button is used. So, if you press button and push up, that's jump kick up. Jump kick right, jump kick left. Punch left, hit with weapon. Punch right, hit with weapon. So, angles determine kicks to the left or the right, or jump kicks to the left or the right. Down right, down left is gonna be your punch left or punch right, and then duck. If you push the button and push down, that picks up an item for you. Okay.
I think item pickup's automatic, funnily enough.
Yeah, do you need to push the button, like hold the button and then push the direction to do that?
No, like, because if you looked on Full Lizard screen, they just picked up the weapon and they did mid-jump kick.
Huh.
So, item pickup appears to be pretty much automatic. Not that there's, I think there is only the one item. It's not like you can pick up health or anything, because the only way you get health back is by murder.
Yeah. Now, one thing that you may note is that when they get to the far right of the screen, Occasionally you're able to do that without the screen having scrolled, and if so, you're right against the edge where enemies can just spawn and immediately deal damage to you. I would recommend wiggling a little bit back in order to get the camera to move up in front of you, because that will give you a little bit more breathing room. You need that breathing room in order to be able to react. Especially since you have to kill enemies to get health, and you need to not get hit in order to stay alive. Yeah. Now, I do see a little Kunio influence, like, oh, you cannot jump off that cliff full of lizards. You stop here. Now,
I didn't even realize. I don't even think I ran into that. Maybe I just always went down the ladder.
Yeah, well, you should have rescued your girl and it's dead, huh?
The conveniently placed handholds that count as a ladder, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I've done a tiny bit of rock climbing. I guess, like, I've climbed up the sides of mountains before, just without ropes or anything. Actually, yeah, as a kid, I probably climbed up some stuff that I wouldn't advise in general, because you slip, you die. Oops. But that's kind of what
I've gone rock climbing a few times, and nothing like super serious. Like it was just like a cliff wall. That like we didn't go very high up, but it was fun. Yeah,
I mean there was like a really decent sized hill right near where I grew up that, I don't know, a few 100 feet tall. And very, very rocky. And yeah, occasionally I just go and climb it. Because why not?
Fair enough.
I know. Here's why not. Because you fall and you break your neck. Yeah. But I don't know. Our parents are like, yeah, what if? My dad's like, yeah, I used to have this little fort that I built up there in the mountains. So I'm like, that's cool. And there was a good place to go and find some fossils up there as well. There's some really good shale. Yeah, chat is noting that the Anubises in this are actually pretty dang buff.
Yeah?
Yeah, Meta Knight doing pretty good in Egypt, still an extra life, and we're on to one of the enemy gauntlets. This might be a lead, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. Meta Knight, blue square after Arena 1. Ferris made it to Arena 1 with 4 kills. Yeah, so right now it's pretty close between everybody. I think Amazing Toaster might be a little bit behind everybody else, but otherwise, really good job. Redamiford is saying they have gotten further than this before. Okay, so that... Not quite. Yeah, I'm trying to read the notes, and I'm not sure who is in the lead. That's okay. That's why we've got referees, you know? They know better than me. Okay, Amazing Toast.
I thought I had found maps. Well, I had found maps, but they were for the Spectrum version, and I thought that the stages would be... I figured, like, oh, you know, this is a 80s PC game. How different are the maps gonna be? But apparently they are very different.
It's Ocean. Ocean, as it turns out, likes to make... I don't know why they made very many different versions of different games, but I'm absolutely not surprised. Like, they have tons of RoboCop 2 games, and pretty much 3 or 4 different versions are completely different. Like, it's amazing how many different RoboCop 2s Ocean made. Not saying that they're good. Oh no, they're not good. They're RoboCop 2. Well, so here's a little bit. The hero's girlfriend has been beamed into the future, per the story. Well, the man himself has been sent back into prehistory. Wow, they separated you by time and space. That is terrible. That's terrible. That's cruel. Okay. This sets the scene for a sideways scrolling arena combat game where the player fights in various time periods. The settings varied from Egyptian and medieval to a futuristic level. Such gone are the attacks of street gangs from the first 2 iterations of the series, replaced by assailants such as knights in armor and robots. We still haven't seen either of those yet, though. You have 6 minutes to reach the finish of each level, as this is all the time the time travel portal is available for. I don't think anybody really needs to worry about the timer, especially since it's not moving.
Yeah, no, from my understanding, although I haven't tested it, Stage 4 does not give you enough time to beat it.
Oh, really?
So in order to make sure that doesn't happen, the ROM file basically I got actually included a bunch of cheats, including unlimited health, unlimited lives, and unlimited time. Obviously, I only enabled unlimited time.
Yeah, good idea. I completely agree with that. Oh no! So much death. You know, dinosaur times were scary. You know, what with these very bipedal... These are not cavemen in a dinosaur costume. No, this is how dinosaurs really looked.
Got the Hanna-Barbera caveman.
Even with the
guys.
hand. Yeah, that is so Hanna-Barbera. I mean, people noted that the caveman looked a little bit like Captain Caveman or Big Nose the Caveman, you know. When you die in the game, you sort of actually look like Kunio-kun. Like, that's the only time that you can tell that there's a connection between the two, or between Renegade and this, other than the name of the game.
Well, like I said, Kunio-kun, I don't think there was many ports for Kunio-kun games on the old computers, but Renegade kind of became its own thing, and then obviously the guys who made Kunio-kun went on to make Double Dragon.
Yeah, Double Dragon, like, the original is a little bit rough for NES. I played a lot of Double Dragon 2 on NES, though. I know, I'm trying to remember, like, there are people who like to rag on pretty much every version of Double Dragon, though.
There are some pretty bad computer home ports of the Double Dragon game.
Oh, I mean, there's also, isn't it Atari 2600 for Double Dragon 2? That was really bad. Okay, Meta Knight just trying to take down the last enemies in the prehistoric zone. I'm calling it that because that's the best that I've got right now.
And he's down to the next level.
Yeah, big question here. Is there a way to get extra lives in this game?
No idea.
Okay.
Gotta be honest, I don't know. Mostly because the score tracking is completely messed up. This was I originally planned for this to possibly be a score attack run because I didn't expect people to get very far. But the high score will like just jump all over the place and also like doesn't update the 10,000s properly because like I had a Clade's the GM who tested this who had a match earlier. He's like, yeah, the score just like doesn't. I ended one stage with like 700 points and started the next stage with like 15,000.
Beautiful.
So it's like, oh yeah, that definitely doesn't work.
But yeah,
well, like I got 30,000 points instead of changing to 30,000, it went down to 20,000.
This game received an award from a magazine. Are you serious? Crash Smash gave this, or Crash, a publication gave it their Crash Smash Award, whatever that means. But apparently this has gotten, this game got a 91% score from Crash, 84% in C plus VG. However, fans hated it, which is understandable.
Yeah, it's like, especially after like I said, the first two Renegade games were pretty good. They had their quirks, but what old 80s PC game doesn't have its quirks? And then they're like, oh, it's gonna be a third game, and then it's like, oh, it's gonna involve time travel, and I think this was also made by different people. Like the people they had code Renegade and Target Renegade did not code Renegade 3.
Oh, not at all. They weren't. I don't think they were anywhere close to each other.
So that's always a good sign.
Yeah, this Crash Online does have the review up for this. Apparently it came out for £8.99, £8, 99 parts of a pound. After the disappointment of Rambo 3, Andrew Deacon and Ivan Horn have returned to form in considerable style, taking the basic Renegade formula and zapping it with considerable imagination and skill. The basic story is, well, basic. Your girlfriend's been kidnapped again, but this time the villains are a bit smarter than the usual hoodlums. These nasties are from the future and they've taken your girl back in time. Well, clearly forward in time, but whatever. Clearly this is one attractive young lady, so you set off in pursuit by means unexplained. You start off in prehistoric times, and a glance at the graphics excuses all the plot nonsense because they're great. Although Nick dislikes the monochrome, he's one of the reviewers, I think it's an acceptable price for a wealth of often humorous detail. Ooh. My favorite characters on level 1 are the short and very hairy caveman. He likes the short and very hairy caveman, just so you know, who springed up in the air to hit you on the head with massive clubs. The dinosaurs are good too, though, with baby Tyrannosaur Rex trying to grab you and pterodactyls dropping eggs which hatch tiny lizards that run out to nip you. Scrolling is flick screen, and with a tight time limit, the best tactic is to keep running until you're forced to fight. Apart from jumping troughs filled with spikes or lava, dodging rocks thrown from above, and climbing up on the ledges, gameplay is pretty similar to the other two games on the first level. Oh, really? I didn't notice. On later levels, the jumping between platforms becomes more important, though. Once you've got to the end of a level with a time machine takes you to the next. On 48K machines with the help of a multi-load on 128s without. Level 2 is Ancient Egypt, complete with mummies, canine-headed gods, and dripping acid. Level 3 is medieval times with knights on hobby horses, jesters, and flying dragons. And the final level is, of course, future time with lots and lots of vicious robots. Renegade 3 is an excellent beat-em-up with a great sense of humor, which should appeal even to people like me who don't usually like this type of game. Ocean/Imagine have done it again.
I mean, they certainly have. They've certainly done something again.
Yeah. Yeah, so the reviewers for this group love this. I love it. That's honestly, the standards have changed. Let me just say, this has not aged well.
No, it has not.
Okay, I like that there are ghosty sounds in the Egyptian stage.
Yeah, Ferris is making some good progress in Egypt.
Blech.
Oh, I ran out of life.
Yeah, the health was going down. Oh no, don't drop an egg on my full of lizards. The eggs are full of lizards. We should have known.
Those eggs are, like, honestly another thing that just drain your health, because they always drop where you basically are currently standing, and it's almost impossible to avoid them.
Yeah, plus, if you're up on the cliff, you would think that the eggs don't hit you. They do. It doesn't matter that they're going to land on the ground down below at the bottom of the screen. They will still hit you if you're up on the ledge. 92%! A crash smash! Yeah, you heard that.
92%. I think that's for the Spectrum version, which isn't much better. The only, like, the biggest difference is...
Yeah, oh yeah, that is for the Spectrum version, yeah.
Might have reset the game again, or it might have crashed.
That's okay, there's an 88% for the Commodore 64 version, the one that we're watching right now. You cried when Renegade was first parted from his girl. You laughed at the Commodore 64 version of the game, then stood back in awe at the brilliance of its aptly named sequel, Renegade 3, now from the bowels of Ocean/Imagine. Okay, that's a way to put it. And the programming genius of Zach Townsend comes the third, and judging by the title, the last in the Renegade series. I can't help but be impressed. Yet again, Renegade's girlfriend. Okay, blah, blah, blah. We know what happens. She got... Yo, they stole your girl again. Okay. Be honest, Green Dinos and Captain Caveman lookalikes running around willy-nilly are hardly a vote for the sensible party. And just when you think you've made it to the end of the level, on comes an army of the aforementioned weirdos, spelled incorrectly. Kill enough of them, and the screen scrolls on further. Yeah, I know. Okay, graphics are worth more than a passing mention. They come the closest as possible to arcade quality on the 64.
No.
Do I disagree? Is there a better looking game on the Commodore 64? Does anybody have an example?
I would say RoboCop.
Which one?
Yes.
Okay, good.
I could probably think of a better example.
Rags to Riches, I would agree. I like the way that Rags to Riches look a lot more than this, but it's also more stylized. And toony, yeah. The thing is, like, making something look good, aka giving something a lot of detail, does not make a game enjoyable. But, you know, whatever. There are sprites here. They packed a lot of detail into this. However, a lot of the detail is just so there that it's confounding.
Although there's not been any mention in any like the reviews and stuff of the weird babies chucking giant rocks out of the caves.
Yeah. They do say, God only knows how so many high-res sprites are handled so well on the same screen, and that actually is a question for Commodore 64, because this game runs very well. Like, it's surprising.
Yeah, especially, you know, it does seem to try and limit how many enemies there are on screen, but it does it like in a smart way, so like where it doesn't tank the frame rate or even do like the old sprite flicker.
Yeah, there occasionally is a little sprite flicker, but not much.
Meta Knight on to stage 2 again, as is Full Lizards and Ferris. Full Lizards actually is doing pretty good here. He's got they got 2 lives. I think they're on the first arena of stage 2.
Possibly. By the way, taking a look, the reviewer here, Mark Patterson, talks about difficulty in this game. Difficulty is an idea I hate. Normally coupled with frustration, toughness features high in this game. It took me 2 days before I completed the first level.
Insert game journalism joke here.
Oh, like, here's the deal. I love games journalists. The guy who did the Cuphead thing, not normally a video game, like, reviewer in that sense. Like, but this still has me cackling because all of our players have beaten the first stage in, what, 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah, about that.
The long play for this game is like 20 minutes long, so I think in my testing, it took me like 15 to get through stage 1.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. It took me 2 days before I completed the first level, and even worse, in a fit of temper, I smashed my favorite joystick off the wall and wrote it off. I don't suppose it's still covered by the guarantee or warranty. It's worth preserving, though, and once I had made it off the first level, I found myself dragged onto a bank, kneed in the ghoulies, and revived enough to keep me playing for a full 5 hours non-stop. Okay. Probably the best arcade game on the 64 at the moment. Renegade 3 has lots and lots of gratuitous violence. Sure. Yeah, so much violence, you know. Oh, watch out, there's a dinosaur.
Dinosaurs are pretty violent.
Okay, where's the blood? That's gratuitous to me. Give me
Yeah,
gore.
fair enough.
There's a ghosty sound. Oh, that's gratuitous. Ooh. With addictive gameplay and mountains of humor, my recommendation is get it before it gets you. Ow!
They keep saying mountains of humor, but there's like, I mean, what? I guess it's funny when you bonk someone over the head with a giant bone club.
I mean, like, the cavemen do look silly, but, like, I'm not laughing.
Meta Knight had a really good run there on stage 4. That might have been his best.
This is what happens to me. Like, I swear, I've got echolalia where I just can't help but make sounds that I hear. I've been playing Mugenics lately, and there's a song in it that has scatting, and after the scat, a group of people repeats it. Okay, so he does like the scatting sounds, and then everybody repeats it. I always repeat it. I can't help it. It makes me happy, mind you.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I've seen good things about the game. I actually watched my friend play it a couple days ago for the first time. I'm like, oh, this looks fun. And then like all the humor, I'm like, oh, this is definitely the Binding of Isaac guy.
Yep, 100%. Yeah, for people who like can't get past that, you're not going to get past it in Mugenics. I honestly, when I played Binding of Isaac first, I was just so grossed out by it. But then I did speedruns of it. Come on, like the themes and everything really worked for me, and yeah.
I own it. I haven't played a ton of it. I don't know. Just never really got into it. Like, I could see like why its appeal.
Yeah, like there's a difference between like liking something and recognizing why it has an appeal. It's weird because it feels like it shouldn't, but it does. Whereas this game, I do see why people complimented the graphics of the game. I feel like they were doing too much, but at the time, trying to cram too much visually into a game and have it move smoothly, especially for Commodore 64, like, impressive. It does not make it readable when you're playing it, but the level of detail is genuinely impressive. Like, you can see their windows for the different cave houses.
Yeah, like the enemies, you know, all look pretty distinct, and you can kind of see, you know.
Actually, yeah, and that's kind of funny. Why would they have windows for their caves?
Well, I think that. Oh yeah, no. Sorry, I thought you were talking about the door holes.
No, the windows. See, I found the humor.
No, I see. Fair enough.
And then the tiny baby mummies, the way that the big mummies walk, that's silly. Good walk cycle.
They don't walk like an Egyptian, though.
No, well, who are we to say? I didn't live in ancient Egypt. Maybe this is how everybody walked, without bending their knees. Oh.
I mean, the Anubises also have a pretty funny little walk animation too.
Yeah, yeah. The dinosaur walk cycle looks silly. They just look kind of like a tubby dude. Okay, I see why they talked about humor. Like, it's not something that would jump out to me if I were reviewing a game. I would probably be like, oh, these sprites are kind of silly, but I wouldn't be like, this is a selling point for me, but apparently it was for the reviewers.
Yeah. So the refs have posted a screenshot of the tracking, and currently at the moment, everyone has reached blue squares after the first arena.
Okay.
So.
That's great. Ooh. Ooh. Someone posted the death from the last game on the tracker. Oh my god. Just him standing there by the American flag. I'm dying. Refs, y'all are perfect, okay?
Never change, refs. Never change.
Ah. Ooh. Okay.
Oh no, he game overed. I thought he got some. For some reason, I thought Ferris got to the next stage. This might need a VOD review just to figure out who got the farthest.
Yeah, they're mostly paying attention to blue squares. Like, that's all that we care about at this point. Blue squares.
Wish I could find Commodore 64 Renegade remap.
I mean, we may possibly see somebody beat level 2, and in that case, like, great. I do also enjoy that review that I was reading talks about this being the musician's best attempt at music so far in video games. Like, I'm not even kidding. There's the customary John Dunn soundtrack and effects, and one of his better attempts at this time, I'm pleased to say. Wow. Wow. You are harsh. Yeah. However, was it all... Did everybody love this game? Nah, there was one Commodore 64 review that gave it 42 out of 100, and it's in German. The Germans had it right.
Kidding.
I can't read this. It ends with finger wag. Is that just finger wag? Like I'm just imagining the Germans' review of this. They're just like no, not good.
No, we don't like
nah.
that. Okay, yeah, no, the stages are completely different.
Yeah, Paul S. Was enjoying going through, like, looking at reviews because apparently this was the bane of many Commodore 64 kids in the UK.
Believe it.
And I wouldn't be too surprised, like, for a budget title, which this was, like, about £9 on release. A lot cheaper than other games out there. And, you know, it didn't just have a single stage. It had 4.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and don't worry too much about progress. The refs are working on it. Yeah, that is sometimes what happens when it comes to some of these older games that are not very visually easy to keep track of. I mean, I've had times where I had to keep track of everything myself. Oh, the old days of Kusogrande where I was judging everybody and I was like, I think you won. We're going to have to review it later. Bye. And, like, you know, later on in the day or possibly the next day being like, okay, turns out that this person won. Good job.
Yeah, I'm glad I joined Kuso past that point.
I think most people are. The good old days where I, for some reason, thought it was a good idea to run everything. What was wrong with me? Oh, if y'all ever go back and watch Kuso 1 VODs, they actually caused me pain. Like, commentary was garbage. It was absolute trash. Absolute garbage. And then, like, some of the decisions that I made, it was like, I don't know. But, you know, that's how things were run. Because I just decided to do it all, and for some reason, people signed up and played my games. And yeah, just so you know, there is a difference between games that are bad and games that are unenjoyable. Someone, Escorian is specifically saying, is it bad I want to play this? And no, it's not bad. Like, you can see a game and recognize that it's objectively going to be a bad game, but still intriguing. I'd say that this, at least when it comes to a side-scrolling beat-em-up, is not as bad. Like, I've played much better looking beat 'em ups that I have been absolutely bored by. This one, luckily, you can zip by a lot of enemies. You don't have to fight everything, you know? It's not always holding you up to kill everything that's on the screen. You know, there are certain sections where you have to defeat everything, but, like...
If you don't want to deal with the health draining, there are the ZX Spectrum and Amstrad CPC versions that don't have that.
Yeah. Now, Glaucus, you're saying, like, when I'm talking about old school Kusogrande matches and how rough they were, and you saying, oh, wow, as if you were new to this thing and weren't perfect immediately. Oh, I am not perfect today, baby.
None of us are.
A few of us might be.
I mean, my track record for Kuso matches so far have been a tubing and confusing instructions, so...
Hey, it looks like this is not going to be either of those. Maybe a little bit difficulty tracking, but, you know, then again, I don't know if we expected everybody to get this more or less to the same spot, you know?
Yeah. I'm honestly surprised they got to stage 2 as quick as they did, because like I said, it took me, and I had, like, some ideas, like, using the club, and the duck punch if you don't have it, like...
I want some duck punch. Yum, duck punch.
Sounds like a delicacy you would get at like some sort of restaurant. Like have our duck punch.
My gosh, Anubis just keeps punching full lizards and stunning them. Oh no. Okay, full lizards moving on. Stop it, Anubis. Okay, good. You really have to get enemies like you have to hit them at the right time, otherwise they'll just combo you over and over.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Attack before you think. You should have to.
The good thing is that enemies, they kind of do this shuffle. At least the ones in stage 1 do it. Looks like the ones in stage 2 do kind of do it as well, where they'll like hit you, back up, hit you, back up, hit you, back up.
Okay, I was worried full lizards kept getting stunned by the 2 Anubises. But luckily got through. Okay, kill the mummy. Yeah, you really need to manage your health here. But this is a fantastic push by full lizards. I think this may be a new personal best for them. We'll have to see what they are able to do in this final bit here. Yeah, punch the small mummies. They deserve it.
Gives you health.
And they deserve it. Oh, jump, kick, death. I think that was probably right before the second arena on Egypt, if I'm not mistaken.
Meta Knight just probably should have taken a second there, try and kill a couple enemies to get a little more health.
Oh no. Yeah, like, that's one thing to keep in mind, because the way that we have it set up, the timer is not running. You do have time to regain health. And honestly, extending your playthrough is more important than going through it quickly.
Yeah, and enemies, I believe in the arena sections, enemies basically spawn endlessly. So if you get a good rhythm going, you can actually gain health. Because you can kill them quicker than your health drains. If you're not getting hit, then you're not taking more damage.
Yeah, but get away from the edge of the screen. Amazing Toaster is way too far to the right.
Yeah.
Okay,
looks like Ferris is back in Egypt.
Yeah! How many pyramids do they have in Egypt these days? My gosh. Well, I mean those days.
Ferris has got 3 lives too, so, well, 2 lives technically, because once you lose your last life, it's game over.
Okay.
There's no 0 lives.
Yeah, 2 extra lives.
So...
Yeah, I hated when games did that. It was inconsistent in the 80s, like whether you had an extra playthrough at 1 life or an extra playthrough at 0. Yeah. Like,
I feel like that inconsistency maybe came from the arcades where like people are like, oh, I have, you know, some people might be like, oh, I have an extra life because I have 1 life left and I have 0 lives, and then some devious arcade creators like, nah, now you'll put more money in or something. I don't know.
I'm trying to remember if Mario 1, it was you could play when it was Mario times 0.
I wanna say no, but don't quote me on that.
Yeah, I think it was just like people figuring out the standard and realizing, oh, there's a difference in the way that people view it, and figuring out which one people liked more. And simply put, we like to see the times 0 because we consider the listed lives as reserve lives a lot more than, like, this is how many lives we have, including the one. Like, because if your face is on screen twice, you should have 2 lives, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, because you've got your face walking around, and then you've got your face down in the bottom. It's not just 1 life. You can't be in 2 places at the same time, can you? No. That's not how life works. If there are 2 of your faces, you've got 2 lives.
If there's 3, you got 3 lives. No, I get you. So, Ferris has been fortunate enough to keep the club throughout this round of stage 2.
Yeah.
So getting comboed pretty badly by the Anubis and the Mummy there.
Yeah, but Ferris knows ducking and punching the small mummies is the way to go. Definitely a lot more reliable.
Is this the second arena, or is this the first?
I think it's the first one. Because we just got to Egypt with Ferris. This is the first one. Yep, amazing. Oh, maybe. Oh, wait, Alpex and Kusogrande are saying the second arena. What?
Level 3!
What? Level 3? I was a liar! I'm so sorry! Ow! My ears!
Ferris takes it with less than 3 minutes to go.
Well, at least we know who's gonna come in first, probably.
Yeah, the rest are gonna be interesting.
Yeah, like, we'll get it figured out, even if it... Ah!
Here's some humor. The little knights are riding little hobby horses. Instead of, like, actual horses.
I don't think I saw a hobby horse, but that's okay. I'll see one later. We've got pigs with wings. I mean, yeah, Battletoads did it better, but this is fine.
Ferris' club
like this
has become translucent. Don't worry about that.
Well, it's just sprite things.
Yeah.
This actually physically hurts me, this music.
Yeah, the first music was pretty good. The second level was meh, and the title music is a banger. The dun 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 dun. The refs are saying you get first for that blood-curdling scream in the ref chat.
Yay, I win. I mean, yeah, I've played a lot of Commodore 64 games that don't hurt my ears. No, Ferris! Sorry, man. You stop here.
How are you supposed to clear that?
Not like that. You probably have to go down and fight enemies, and then it'll open up an area. That's my imagination there. But that's okay. You stop here. Flannel Cat, thanks for resubscribing. Muchas gracias. You're old. You're 86. That's... Yeah, that's kind of old. Aw, sorry, I'm just imagining how cute Flannel Cat would be at 86 years old. You would be so sweet. Question, can you make muffins? Because if so, then I want to visit you when you're 86 years old.
I mean, you could make muffins when you're not 86. You could make it before you're 86.
But it gives me a reason to visit, you know?
Fair enough.
Yes, Flannel Cat will learn how to make muffins for me.
That's what the commentaries devolved into, us singing along to the music.
Dinosaur, stop fighting the human. He shouldn't even exist in this time. Cavemen didn't live by dinosaurs. Is that what the humor is about? Haha, funny.
Is Meta? I think Meta might be on the second arena.
This looks like Arena 2. I know it could be Arena 50 for all I know. I'm so good at keeping track of this game.
Well, each stage only has 2 arenas, we determined, so... Come on, Meta.
Full Lizard's getting a game over. Meta might solidify second place by beating this arena.
Yes!
There we go! Meta is through! And I can turn this sound off because we are at the end. I don't even care that I turned it off early. Bam!
That is time.
That is time! Well, almost. Dang it. 100th of a second off. I can't believe it. Okay, that is the match. Guess what? Ferris is the victor. I'm going to go ahead and welcome Ferris in Meta Knight with a clear second. Between Full Lizards and Amazing Toaster, we'll have to let the refs tell us who is the winner between them. But Ferris, come and join voice if you would like. Yeah, and as you said, it sounded like the players, especially early on, did a lot better than you were expecting. Good push through level 1.
Yeah, incredible push. And you can see on Meta's screen, there's a hobby horse just ran past.
Dang it! Of course I looked away right when the horse showed up. Hello there, Ferris.
Hello.
Congratulations, you managed to make it to level 3. Honestly, just playing it a little bit would have been enough to give you the victory because Meta beat level 2 right before time was called. So, you got through, you got, I believe, to what's considered the first arena in level 3, thus taking the victory there. Absolutely amazing push that you had there towards the end.
Yeah, that was incredible.
Yeah.
The club clicked. I saw the code. I'm like, I can time it now. I can do this.
Yeah.
And it just went.
You gotta swing it earlier than you think.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, the club is the key there, and I don't even know if the later levels give you a club, funnily enough.
Yeah, now
That sounds about right.
I love that you typed in Discord that may be one of the worst games I've ever played. Can you believe that this game won an award from a magazine?
For the Commodore 64?
Well, that was the
Yes.
ZX Spectrum version. The Commodore 64 still got an 88% review score from one place.
So, that's the thing. It's terrible, but it's also very par for the course for the C64, at least in my experience.
Yeah.
So I can understand the appeal, but boy, is it aged like milk.
Oh, it is, yeah. The sound effects, the music hurt me. I dislike it. I dislike a lot about this game, but the sounds and music sometimes physically hurt me. Level 3's music, I don't know what there was. There was just some screeching in there that hurt me so much.
There was when you first beat level 2, Ferris, the noises bro gave out a blood curdling scream as the refs described it.
Fun. I'll have to look forward to that when I rewatch this.
Yeah. So, what makes this one of the worst games that you've ever played? Please tell me.
So a lot of it ties down to the Commodore 64 thing of it just kind of randomly spams enemies at you, and you have to hope for the best as you run through it. And the hitboxes don't work so well. The moves don't come out every time. The timing on it's weird, and it is completely unclear what is actually happening on screen and when you can and cannot progress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Oh, just to update everybody, it does look like the official rankings are Ferris V5 with first place, Meta Knight second. Yes, that's correct. Full Lizard's third, and Amazing Toaster in fourth. Honestly, like, everybody did fantastic here. It's just dealing with all the bull crap that shows up in here. And the thing is, I did wonder if it would be worth taking time in order to get your health back up if you've taken a decent amount of damage, but you're also being pelted by enemies left and right.
Yeah, I found the middle ground was just to kill every enemy you encounter, but not go out of your way to do so. Just kill them as you run, but keep moving because you're losing health over time anyway.
It seemed to work for you. I mean, you're the winner, so obviously it worked for you. Whereas the reviewer for this version, I was reading that he said that it took him 2 days to beat the first level. And I laughed so much. I'm like, I think everybody got through that in 10 or 15 minutes, you know?
Yeah, but we've also got like 30-ish years of video gaming experience in general over when this game came out.
I mean, I
don't blame the
guess.
reviewer.
Yeah, so my guess is this is not a recommendation for you. Have you seen any of the other Renegade games, by the way?
And no, I have never heard of this series before in my life.
They're Kunio-kun games. Like River City Ransom, you know, that Kunio?
Oh, that style, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the first Renegade, it was a Kunio-kun game in Japan, and when they ported it over to the States for arcades, they redrew the graphics completely into Renegade, and then the computer versions were so popular, they made Renegade 2 and then Renegade 3.
Yeah, and
Sure.
like this got a lot of, like, the critics loved this version, the fans hated it. I would say that I hated it, but for different reasons than the fans. I hated it because it hurt me. That's the biggest thing.
Now, I can say the same thing. My thumb is sore from holding down on my D-pad for so long to do those quick punches.
I could see that. I could see that. But yeah, Ocean, thank you so much for bringing this mess to us. Now, Kazuya, or Ferris, my apologies. Do you have anything going on these days that people should know about? Any streams that you're doing, or if not, any games you've been loving? Anything you want to plug?
Yeah, mostly just my streams over Ferris_V5. I've been playing Shinobi, Free Space 2 mods, and just sort of whatever catches my eye in the weird and niche and fun, and not Renegade 3.
Yeah! When do you usually stream?
Also, actually, right about now.
Oh, okay.
Rather than put good time signs, I'll say that, like, right on the hour now is my usual starting time.
Sweet. Well, that's good to know. That's usually
Also,
when we end Kusogrande, so you can always hop on over and check Ferris V5 out.
Also, everyone should join Mystery Tournament.
I'm joining!
Sign-ups are open.
Yeah, we're probably going to raid GDQ since they are doing the Mystery Tournament Invitational. And right now it's Andy versus Maurice. Andy has played in Kusogrande. Maurice is still playing in Kusogrande, so it'll be good to go bug them and see what this is all about. Kazuya, do you have anything that you'd like to plug or talk about before we take off?
Not particularly. If you haven't already, I know it's a bit old. I guess I can give the shameless plug to Play Clear Obscure, because that game is still one of the best games I've ever played.
Heck yeah, I need to finish it.
You do. It's so good.
Yeah.
But other than that, I'm still working through schoolwork. My course is about halfway done, but other than that, I'm not up to too much.
Sweet. All right. Well, we're gonna raid GDQ. Our message is join MT. Okay, join MT. That's our message. Go tell GDQ to join Mystery Tournament. Considering that they're streaming Mystery Tournament right now, I think that they will agree with us. All right, take care, friends, and we'll see you tomorrow for 4 more matches. Bye! See you,
Have a good night,
Ferris!
everybody.
Bye bye.
Woo!